Alright guys, welcome to my dirty garage and absolutely terrible looking 240. Basically I'm getting my car, okay. Nice. Good thing I had this light. Can I really only turn it on from the... I hate my garage, hold on. Alright, so, farther picture, look at how dirty this thing is. Like, this is what happens when you have a black car and it's winter. Anyway, as I had to make room to get my car in this garage, it's a huge mess now. This is what happens in the winter. Like, I have no room for anything. Our shelves are all unorganized now. Over here, on the bottom, we have my XXRs. And then up top, I have drift spares. So, I've got that over there. If you follow my Instagram and stuff, you know I found a G-Grow lip, so that's what, or rear valance, sorry. So that's what that is the G-Grow rear valance. Coilovers in that box there. I have my kooky taillights upstairs. But yeah, the whole point of this video is to take some of the interior bits out and clean it up. Like I said, since it's been winter, I haven't really cared much about the condition of my cars. I'm sure you can tell by all the stuff in here. So I'm going to clean it all out. Going to be removing... Let me open the door. I haven't had this car in this garage since over a year ago when I first got it. But yeah, I'm going to be removing both door panels. This little plastic trim piece along the bottom here will be coming out. And I'm going to try to get this part right here off as well. I don't know how well that worked there. But yeah, first step is going to be to clean everything out. Just to get this thing looking pretty alright. It is very cold, so I'm not really sure how this is going to work for my fingers, but I'll talk to you in a bit. Alright, so the interior's all cleaned out. Not really a lot of light in there at the moment, but it literally took me like 2 minutes to do that. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier, but now we move on to the fun part, and all you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips head screwdriver. And then you're going to come in here. I'm going to open the door as wide as I can get it so I can sit down and be comfy. Grab the light. Alright, so in there you're going to pry that off with the flathead, and then there's a Phillips head underneath that you'll unscrew. And then over here you're gonna pop that little circle thing off and unscrew that. And I think that was it. I'm probably forgetting one screw because I think there was 3, but I can't really remember where it was. So if I find it, then I'll let you know. But yeah, I'll get back to you when I have this thing all ripped apart. So, once you have the screw out of here and the screw out of here, you're going to want to get this little trim piece off, and basically all you're going to do is get a flathead and pry at it around the edges, and it should come loose. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, and like when you do this, you're going to want to have the handle open like this so you can slide it off. I'll show you once I get it loose. Alright, so you'll see it like sort of pops off like this, and then you're just going to lift the handle up and slide it out. You've got yourself a nice little bit. I'm going to throw that down in with my other screws here. And now you're just going to want to go around the outside with either your fingers or a flathead screwdriver and like just pry at the panel. And it should come loose. I'm just gonna do this without recording because, like, again, I can't use one hand. So don't be stupid like me and expect that the tutorial you saw is all you needed to do, because there's a screw up in here that I didn't undo, and as you can see, I'm trying to like pull the door panel off. Everything else is disconnected, mind you, so I was like really confused as to why it wasn't coming off, and I actually broke my door panel a little bit, which is kind of upsetting because this interior was completely mint condition. The only thing wrong with it was the rips in the seat there. Literally everything else of this car was completely clean, and now I have that. So yeah, there's one more Phillips head screw in here that I'm gonna do, and then that'll be good. So I got that bolt out now, and it'll basically still be stuck in there like that. Like it'll be like that. You're gonna pull it out and then turn it, and this whole handle will come out. So we'll throw that down in there with all the other stuff. And this right here is for your power switches and stuff, power locks, if you have it. Just make sure you can pop it out like out of here like I did and disconnect it, or you can leave it in the door, and when this comes off, then disconnect it. But otherwise, you're all good and the whole panel is off. So we can go ahead and move that out of the way. You got the speaker that looks like crap and it's probably blown. I don't use my speakers anyway, so I might actually just remove that. And yeah, there's the door panel. This thing is certainly cleaner than the rest of the car, that's for sure. But yeah, there's the whole bit that actually broke my door panel, so that's cool. And now we can move on to other things in this car. So now I'm moving on to this little plastic piece on the bottom. It should be very easy to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Phillips head screws, and that should pop right off. And I'm going to be trying to remove some more stuff in here as well, just so we can get the rust proofing all done properly. And I'm gonna remove my side skirts at the end. And yeah, let's continue on with the fun adventure here. Alright, so I got the panel down here off. It's all looking nice and clean under there. There's a little bit of rust on that, unfortunately. And then I took my side skirt off, and this was all jammed up in there. Because as you can see, the side skirt is actually broken. Down there is not too bad. But yeah, this side, because I did break it earlier on and never fixed it, I guess snow just got built up. And here is the biggest rust spot on my car in general. It's not horrible, but this is literally like, there's a few bits of rust on the underside of the car, but this is the only part that is pretty bad. So I'm probably going to have to get that patched, but at least the rust proofing will be alright. If I look down in the rocker panel from up here, it doesn't look bad, on the inside anyway. So yeah, that's the one downside to this car, but everything else is good and rust free. I don't know why that spot just got completely screwed with rust, but yeah, now we should move on to the other side, get that all taken care of, and then I'm gonna take some of the interior bits out in there, and we will be good. Because of the way that my garage is, I don't have a ton of room on this side, so I'm gonna have to be like sitting in here and doing the same thing. Now this side is the exact same. The only difference is there's no handle that you have to like unscrew. That screwed my door panel up on that side, so I should be pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and get this door panel off, get this off, and the side skirts off, and I'll get back to you guys when that's all finished. Alright, so I just gotta take the last two screws out, which is buried below all of this snow right here. This is why I don't run coilovers in the winter. As I'm sure you can tell, it's all screwed up in there. There's actually like slush sprayed everywhere. So that's fun. That'll be great to clean. Basically got some mad side skirts here made out of snow, so I gotta clear all that out to get to the screws for the side skirts. And yeah, its side skirt is off. It's sitting over there. I just love the whole like just straight line across where it's been clean for the past 4 months. But yeah, as you can tell in this, I just did not make any words. There's a little bit of rust there, but in comparison to the other side, there's nothing. So I'm sitting in the back of my hatch right now, and basically all this cardboard stuff that was on this side, if you take a look over here, like it's covering the strut tower and whatnot, all back here. Basically, well, here's some of it. It's all in pieces now. I tried to be careful removing that because I thought, you know, I'll put it all back together. And it ended up just being too much of a bitch. So what I ended up doing was, since it was already like all ripped, just even doing these coilover changes out with these, it like cracked all the cardboard and stuff. Um, so what I decided on doing, since I have this thing that always just covers this whole back area anyway, and the back seats will be up, I decided I might as well just rip all that out, as no one will see it anyway. Like, it's never gonna be seen unless the hatch is open. So I thought I could just get rid of it. I'm gonna clean up that corner a little bit more, but yeah, we got that all going. I found some rust back here too. Like, I'm finding a lot more rust than I knew was on this car, which is kind of a good thing because I'm gonna get it all repaired. And yeah, now I can easily access my coilover bolts, or my strut bolts, or whatever you want to call them. For when I do my put my coilovers in here in the springtime, it shall be easy because I used to have to get a 10 millimeter. Was it 10 millimeter? I can't remember what size these bolts are. Anyway, I had to get like a box wrench and do it that way, and it took forever. So now I should be able to just get a socket in there and have a good easy time, which is very nice. But yeah, I mean, I do have sandbags back here, so that's why there's a mess here, because my car is way too light for the winter, but it still doesn't help. We still slide everywhere. So now I'm gonna take the other side of this apart. I might be taking these panels off. I might not be. I'm probably just gonna leave them on just because it's been quite some time now and I'm pretty tired out. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a moment. Alright, so I've cleaned that side up a lot. All that is out. And this side is all out as well. Now there's some rust back there that isn't on the other side. This side is much cleaner. Actually, you can't see that because the gas tank stuff is there, but never mind. I was gonna say this side looks much cleaner than that side. Strut towers are now visible. We've got all the stuff off. And yeah, this thing actually is looking pretty roomy now to be able to get in there and do whatever you need to do for the rust proofing. You're probably wondering, well, mainly the first thing I said at this video was I was like, oh, I was disappointed I put a rip in my door card, or door panel, or whatever you want to call it, and I was like really upset about that because my interior was so mint. And then you just saw me rip all this stuff out that I'm never going to use again. And like I explained last time, it's because no one's going to see this when that thing is on here. So I decided just to get rid of it, and I could find a parts car and get the stuff out of it if I really wanted to. But yeah, for now that should be pretty good. And another thing, you're probably wondering why I'm doing all this if I'm getting it rust proofed like normally they would do it themselves, right? Well, I'm just going, I got a deal for it, for one of my buddies to go and do it for me. So that's why I'm taking all this stuff out, so he has easy access. I was going to say early access, but this isn't any sort of game. But yeah, now he should have easy access to mostly everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I don't know how long it was. But yeah, more will be coming in the future. More everything, especially once the spring comes, then everything will start picking up, and I'll have videos every day or two, I would say. But yeah, that was me ripping apart my interior. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle with some bits. Hopefully I gave you some tips that were going to be useful for the door panel stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Okay, so I just took a quick ride to see how things were. And strangely, I mean, not strangely, but you can see the taillight lights back there. And it is significantly louder. I really didn't think it would make a difference in the sound, but it is a lot louder than it was before. I don't know if you guys remember videos of it, but like, this thing is crazy loud in comparison to what it used to be. So yeah, it's just weird. I didn't think it would make that big of a difference, but it seems to have done just that. So I'm just adding this on to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I will see you all next time.